Hey, what's up you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Spider-Man PS4 video, and today what I got for you guys is an in-depth look at the combat in Spider-Man PS4, a nice look at some of the gadgets in the game, as well as a brief glimpse, or I guess an extended brief glimpse, at the classic Spidey suit in Spider-Man PS4. Now, before we jump into all this, I just wanted to ask you guys, of course, if you could leave a like rating on the video, as it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And with that said, well, let's just jump right into this. So, today's Game Informer coverage for Spider-Man PS4 was about the combat in the game, and we got a deep dive into the combat of the game, as well as some nice looks as to some of the things that Spidey can do when you're in the middle of a battle against a group or one opponent. Now, what I can tell from the combat in this game is that everything is like extremely fluid. Everything seems to string together very seamlessly. You know, you jump from one bad guy to the other, do one special move to a swing kick with no problem at all, with just absolute ease. One thing that I was very worried about because of the way that we've had experiences with past Spider-Man games was that the combat would seem a little clunky, and while I'm still fully reserving my judgment for when I get my hands on the game and I'm actually performing the combat myself, from what I can see based on the video that we got today, I can totally be relaxed about the idea of the combat being a little clunky, because everything looks super smooth, everything looks super seamless. Spidey jumping from person to person, you know, using gadgets in the middle of combat, slamming someone onto the ground, everything just looks fan-freaking-tastic. And just all the same with everything else we've been seeing for this game so far, it looks like when it comes to combat, Insomniac Games has absolutely nailed it. Now, we've already talked about the gadgets, so they've jumped in a little bit and just kind of showed them off once again to give us an idea. You know, we have the tripwire, which I've explained. Spidey places a little gadget, whether it's to a wall or to another enemy, and when someone else walks in front of the tripwire, it will web you up and stick you to that object that you place the tripwire to. So, yeah, we've heard about that, we know about that, and then they talked about the other gadgets that I've already explained. There's a video on the channel, so if you haven't seen that video and you want to know a little bit more about the gadgets in the game, definitely head to that video. Like I said, it's on the channel here right now. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we also got a little bit more of a look at the classic Spidey suit in Spider-Man PS4. So when Game Informer first announced their coverage for the game, and they just released that little 1-minute teaser trailer with a bunch of new footage, one of the new things we saw was Spidey in combat with what looked to be an alternate suit. And since then, it's been confirmed that the classic Spidey suit is one of the alternate suits that you can obtain in the game. And while with this video in which they showed off the combat in the game, we got a little bit of a longer look at that classic Spidey suit, and, well, it looks exactly as it should. Classic, just as Spidey was in the comics, the original comics, basically leaping off of the pages and into this game. You know, considering the Game Informer has talked about the fact that the classic Spidey suit is the one that you wear in the first mission of the game, and considering that we've seen gameplay of the classic suit here with this combat gameplay, I'm hoping that at some point this month we at least get a full, like, HD reveal of that classic suit, because I really want to see like an up close look at it and what the official design is going to be, because all we've really gotten so far are these little quick gameplay glimpses of it during Spidey in combat, so it's hard to get like a nice look at it. So I'm hoping at some point this month during Game Informer's coverage they're going to give a full reveal of that classic Spidey suit, so fingers crossed for that. But yeah, what more can I say? The combat in this game looks fantastic. I'm super excited to try it out myself, and I'm fully reserving my judgment until then. But from what I can see and what I'm being shown right now, I can definitely be at ease, and I can, you know, be at rest here about my worries of what the combat will be like. Although, even if the combat was like clunky and not great, it wouldn't upset me nearly as much, because that is not like a core thing that I'm thinking about when I get my hands on a Spider-Man game. Obviously, number 1, 2, and 3 is the web slinging, and everything that we've seen there, I am all on board for, so I have no worries there. And if Insomniac can nail the web slinging, then I'm sure they're going to have no problem handling the combat, and the animations that we've seen so far look awesome. All the things that Spidey can do using the environment to his advantage, using those gadgets, and then the special moves that you can do. There's one clip in the video where Spider-Man picks someone up and just starts swinging them around in a circle, knocking down all the enemies in that vicinity. It's so cool. I'm so happy. All the things that you could do with this guy in the middle of combat. And it's not just, 2 or 3 same generic animations repeated over and over and over. But that's it on the combat in Spider-Man PS4, as well as a small extended look at the classic Spidey suit in the game. And now I kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments section below. What do you think about the combat? What do you think about that classic Spidey suit? I want to hear what you guys have to say. And I want to thank you guys again for your insane support on these videos. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying the Spider-Man PS4 coverage. It means so much to me. So thank you so much for showing your support on the channel and for letting me be your guide to all this Spider-Man PS4 goodness. So with that said, I'm Caboose, and once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen and make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.